Hello, hello. I'm Michelle. Just give me a moment, and I'm just getting myself together here. The demands of the animals come first. I hope you're all doing good tonight. Don't forget to hit the like button. Can you hear me all right? Please let me know you can hear me, because I already know that I can hear me. Hi, Wichita. How are ya? Good to see you. I'm going to be doing something here. Aw. You know what I say when I'm not feeling that great? I always say fair to partly cloudy. Most people don't know what to say to that. I guess it gives a pretty good explanation for feeling under the weather. Oh, you can hear me now? Okay. I'm trying a new microphone and I have my backup in my back pocket. Let me give you some camera action here. Hello. That's going to be the first cut today. So I won't be showing you the actual piece that's going to go to yet. That's the other side. I drew on a little bit more on this side because I didn't want it to be flat. Hmm. I got my tape. Okay. Well, since I have the polar blade in, that's what I'll start with because I'm lazy. Don't feel like changing it. Oh, you like these clamps, huh? Excuse me a moment. These are the little, I don't know, 4-inch clamps. They really don't hold the piece well, but um, we'll see. We shall see. Oh, I did a bad job of gluing that pattern on. I think I only have 4 of these clamps because they're not my favorite. Oh, I gotta do something here. Let's try that. Yeah, I might have to put a new blade in because this one is what I did the horse with on the outside perimeter, and it's going awfully slow. Of course, once again, I don't know what kind of piece of wood I'm using. Your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Let's just go ahead and get a different one in here. I think I'm going to use a number 3. That blade there is a number 5. I forgot that blade there got a lot of use yesterday. I really pushed the envelope yesterday trying to complete that for the video. But with the nice weather and stuff, I'm really not wanting to be in the shop as much. Can you hear me all right with the saw running? Because my friend Roland is the one that suggested a new microphone so that my voice didn't get lost when the saw was running. Thank you, Michelle. Strange enough, what I've noticed with cutting is against the grain, going with the grain, it cuts differently. I'm doing this small piece first because if I get tired, I kind of don't want to be doing this little one when I'm tired. And I believe I got this pattern off of Pinterest. Don't remember who is the creator of it. I will get that in the description later on tonight. I so quickly get frustrated with blades. I always automatically want to go to my Ultra Reverse. But because my friend Wichita really likes these blades a lot, I'm trying to make it work. I just feel like it's going so slow. But I guess it's this particular wood is 1 3/4 inches, so which was actually overkill for this little candles thingy I'm making. But it's what I had. Oh, blistering barnacles. Thank you. Hi, how are you? I'm kind of excited to do this particular pattern today. because I like it. And I'm hoping it's simpler than last week. Well, thank you for stopping in, hon. I understand the time frame is very different for a lot of us. Some people are just getting up in the morning and some people are just going to bed. I think I saw you this morning and I was just getting up and everybody else was, most of their day was gone already. Kind of weird. I guess that's the benefits of, yeah, being able to reach people all across the world. Wow, this is really cutting slow. Hope I'm not blocking your view. I think I might try the ultra reverse on the other side of this. And see if that makes a difference on how this feels. I have a fly out here that keeps wanting to land on my nose. So if I hit myself, you know, ooh. So yes, if you're used to watching my videos, actual scroll sawing does go a lot slower. And the video I did today was, in reality, 3 hours and 15 minutes it took me to cut that. And at 20 times the speed on the editing, I got it down to 10 minutes. All right, phase one. So now that will slide out, but we don't want it to slide out. Oh, oh, I forgot to bring something to cut this with. Okay. Adapt and overcome. This will work. Now I'm going to tape this in so I can cut the other side. Oh, that ain't good. That went right down to the floor, that there did. It. Oh, I gotcha. All right, well, I was going to say too late now, but it's not too late. It does come all the way out. All right. Thank you for that, Wichita. I really need scissors. Okay. I guess plan B did work. Come on up here. I'm not going to the floor to pick you up. Okay. I'm using a chisel to cut my tape. No, they don't want to do that. Perfect. Excuse me. So now that that's taped in, the side I just cut, I'm going to cut over here. Now I did alter this a little bit because I didn't want it to be flat. We'll see if I, you know, if that was a mistake or not. One never knows. Don't mind my chickens. They're all looking at me because they didn't get their salad today. Yeah, you. I'm talking about you. They get a smorgasbord salad of a whole variety of stuff every morning. And what ends up happening is every evening, all that's left is the feed because they've eaten all the good stuff. All right. So I'm going to try the alto reverse and see if that makes a difference. If not, I will go back to the, I don't know where I put it. Oh, there it is. I'll go back to the polar. Why not on this side? Hold that in nice and tight. Oh, yeah, that ain't going to work. Well, in theory, it was going to work. All right. Um, Let me think. Number 3, to answer your question, it's spiral. Yes, I put in number 3. I will await your advice while I'm cutting with this one. Is the number 3 all right for this, Wichita? Is that what you would use? See, I got to admit, this is going right through this so much quicker. I feel like the puller is just fighting the wood. Come on, come on, come on. It's a little rougher on the second side holding it down. I think even you can see the difference of how quick this is going through the wood with the ultra reverse versus the puller I was using. Number 1 is my go-to size, but it's what works best for you. Well, I've never tried the number 1, so I'm game for that. And that's on the 3D stuff, right? Or is that on everything? Oh yeah, this went way quicker. Wow. Nice. All right. Let's see how this comes out. Pretty much everything, huh? So let's slide this out like. Oh, I can't because I altered the shape. Maybe that's why that won't come out right. Uh-oh. All right. Here I go again. I make changes to the pattern and I don't know what I'm doing, so I pay the price for that. But let's see. That's the piece I'm keeping, so I can break that off. And that comes off. So let's put that back in the middle. Oh, that's already broke. Well, now, I'm not struggling as bad as I was last week, that's for sure. That would even work, actually. It doesn't want to come out. Come on, you. I know I altered the pattern, but you're going to come out anyway. All right. It's gonna make me do it. Oh, it might come out that way. It did. Okay. So that there is my little candle. I'm glad I did that on the shaping. I can shape that a little bit more. Can you see it all right? Hi, Just One Sue. I need something on a background that we can see stuff. Hmm. That's a little that's my little candle. Set that aside. Well, that certainly came apart a lot easier than my last week's project, huh, Wichita? That was not fun. So this here is what I'm making, a lamppost, and the candle is what goes inside. I thought this would be a fun one to cut. Let's get to it. Oh, and see, this is not going to be fun. Can't get my fat fingers in there. Hmm. We're going to go up. There we go. Better, much better. All right. Oh, you're from Pennsylvania, Sue? I didn't know that. Uh, ooh. See, now this doesn't feel as. All right. I didn't like that at all. So I am going to try number one, polar blade. Oh, yeah, yeah. These come in variety packs, 12 per bundle in 5 different sizes. That gives me the opportunity to see what works best for me. And then I will most likely buy more of a particular size in larger quantities if needed. Okay, here we go. Number one it is. I don't know. It's awfully thin. Let's try this again. All right. Do you run at full speed, Wichita? I have no idea what the RPMs on this are. Do you have a readout for your saw, what the RPMs are? Oh, that's awfully high. We're going to go down a little bit. What kind of saw do you have? Ah, yes, I've read a lot about those. Wichita, do you live in the United States? I am not getting nowhere with this. Okay. Faster is not helping. Oh, I just gotta let it go with the flow, Amy. Can't make it do what it doesn't want to do. I know going across the grain is much nicer. That's for sure. I'm going to do the same thing I did on the other one. I'm going to switch it back to the puller. No, the ultra reverse. Oh, yes, nice. Now, were you able to get that Hedner in the States? Because I know a lot of the SARS in Europe use Hedner, or it's popular for them. Don't have a clue what you're talking about, but this is a Sue. I'm talking about the different types of machines. Wichita. Okay, this is where I always hit my finger. He has been a mentor to me, and I've gotten a lot of good information of how to do this from him, tips, suggestions, etc. And so I was just asking him about the different types of saws he has, and the RPMs is how fast he runs his. This is going crooked. I don't like this at all. I'm very annoyed. I'm not amused with this. This is not working for me. Figured I double check I put the blade on right. Okay, just keep going, Amy. That's wandering. This is not going to work. This is why I don't like the thinner blades, Wichita. I'm not using the clamp, Michelle, because I have a much bigger piece of wood to hold on to versus this little piece I was trying to hold on to. The clamp came in handy. This is so not working. Just get across the front, Amy. You'll be fine. Sue, this is the first time I'm really doing. Last week I did one of these. It was a different pattern, but I've never done this type of cutting before. It's usually the stuff that you see in my videos, which is a flat piece of wood versus this big square piece. So while I might be frustrated, I don't know what's normal for this type of cutting on this type of wood. So and based on how this is going, I might not do the second piece today. Yeah, this just ain't cutting. It really is. Sue. But like anything that you've never done before, or you're not too experienced with doing certain things, it's going to be a. Did you get the pattern? No, I did not. It's going to be a challenge. I know I did get the pattern for the reindeer, but I didn't print it out to use it. I just can't bring myself to make reindeer in May. I ain't doing it. That's ridiculous. I think it's the quality of the wood I'm using. Yeah, I'm just being honest, Wichita. I'm like, reindeer? I don't want to do reindeer. I mean, I do. It's just not yet. Wow, this is a marathon cut here. I definitely don't like the thinner blade, Wichita. The number one, I believe I'm using. Now, it could be the wood. Who knows where I got this from? Hi, Zed. How are ya? Thanks for stopping in. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. And if you can't stay, leave me a comment on the video itself on your way out. You know, YouTube likes that kind of link, love. It makes YouTube think I'm important, even though we all know I'm not. Hi, Koi Farm. I forgot your name, hon. What's your name? Everybody knows names. I don't know names. Thank you so much for coming in. Wow. If I do a live next week, I'm doing something that's a heck of a lot easier than this. That's all I can say, guys and gals. I am so not amused right now. What did I miss? Ooh, Christine, Chris, either one. Perfect, Christine. Thank you. I can glance at the comments while I'm cutting, but when I glanced up and saw Christine, somebody said hi. I needed to know. I have to stop and look. Oh, I'm on the home stretch of this side. Gary Joe. Oh, it's so good to see you. I don't know if you can see it. It's a lamppost, is what it's going to be. Excuse me. I haven't seen you in quite a while. I've seen you in my comments of my videos, but I haven't seen you in a while. So thank you for coming in, Gary Joe. Oh, can you all see this okay? Is the camera angle all right? Let me stop for a second. Oh, the light's not that great. Well, let's see. Yeah, I'll finish this cut and then make an adjustment. I should have known that the light wouldn't be great on the camera because I can see you a lot better than I did the last time. Well, I'm going crooked again. Okay. There we go. This is what I'm making. A lamppost in 3D. The first side is a butcher job. Oh, that's hot. I don't like this at all. All right. Now I have to tape that. I want that to stay in, I think. Well, I guess I do. I do now. Hmm. I'll use one of these blades instead of that. See if the blade will cut the tape. Nice. So I want to hold that piece in. Oh, sure. Covered up my hole. Okay, so yes, it is a waste piece. Do you want me to take it out to do the next cut? Would that make the next cut easier? Just asking. Because I would like that because then I got a lot less stuff to cut through. Yes, no, maybe. I need a moment. Perfect. Don't have to tell me twice. So because the candle, I had to leave that in. I see. Nice. So I'm going to stick with the same blade. I know I'm going to regret it, but I'm doing it anyway. Roland, there you are. You missed the best part. Okay, I lied. You didn't miss the best part. All right. Granny glasses, let's try this again, folks. I'm just kidding, Roland. Roland, I have the microphone on. Are you pleased? Well, once I get the saw running, you can let me know if it makes a difference. I need to think for a moment. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm done with this blade. I really am done with this blade. I want to go back to this one. Yes. I actually did my video today with it as well. Um, I was a lot happier with the sound on my video. It's all right, Roland. I understand. I'm the same way. I think the only live that I can really stay for is Sundays with Jessica. Makes Amy sound sexy. Stop. I'm working with machinery here. Knock it off. You're funny. Hey, send Jessica, pick Jessica up and tell her that I'm live. She seems to not remember. I have a friend named Michelle that does that too once in a while. I put the number 3 puller back in. I'm just messing with you, Michelle. You know that. The last time you weren't here. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you said something because I don't know unless somebody tells me. Like I say to everybody, life first, YouTube last. Because, as much as I would love y'all just to hang out with me, I know people have other things to do. Although I've been finding myself in some live streams that I just don't, I can't even stay. It's so bad. You ever jump in a live stream and you're just sitting there scratching your head and with not a clue as to what they're talking about? And it's some drama with another channel, and I'm like, okay. And I really like the channel that the live stream is on, but I just had to bail. Said hello and goodbye, pretty much. And it's just like stuff that I'm doing here. This might be boring for some people, um, you know, and I get it. Well, you just keep me running, Roland, and then I'll be on when you get back. I wouldn't want your computer to miss anything. Oh, nice. I'm glad it takes out the sound of the machine. I sure hope it's a straight cut on the other side. I look like I'm straight. Okay. All right. Harry Joe, Roland is from my future. Keep asking him to give me the winning lottery numbers, but he won't do it. Something about it being unethical. Made you laugh, Roland. With as slow as this is cutting, I can just sit back, have a drink, surf YouTube while I'm waiting for it to cut its little heart out. I'm definitely not amused by this. It's got to be the wood. I need to get me some pine 2x2s for these. Then I know it's going to be a gravy cut. I just don't think this is pine. Oh, lordy lord. What I'm doing now is making a spot so I can take this blade out. I think it's fried. It's just not cutting. Do not mix that up. Put that over dar. And do you really, Roland? That's kind of cool. Ah. Oh, this is going to be fun. Sweet. So I cut that spot out a little bit bigger to make it easier to get another blade in here. Let's see if this works. I don't like. Oh, that's sloppy. That ain't. There we go. Tensioner lever helps. All right, that's fine, Roland. It's not a big deal. I was gonna message her myself and I forgot. No, you know what, Carrie Joe, it's not really a dumb question. I'm not making this for any reason other than I like it. I want the experience and the practice. Hey, you want to pay the shipping, Roland? It can be for your birthday. I'll ship it to you. It'll be a 1 ounce piece of wood that costs $500 to ship. Yeah, I'm not. You know, there's something with the blades. That's why I'm doing this stuff, and it's especially why I'm doing it live because there's a lot of new people to scroll sawing that come up against challenges and think it's them, you know? Thank you, Christine. And this is the reality of cutting. This is the reality of discovering what blades work, what ones don't. I think it's pretty important that I start getting better pieces of wood to do this stuff because I have no idea where this piece of wood came from. So that's that. Well, that does look pretty even. I was a little concerned that the top and bottom were not even. So that I'm going to take a break here. I mean, I'm going to hang out with you, but I'm going to take a break from the saw, decide what blade I want to use for the outside. So far, that's what I got. So yeah, if I do a live next week, I am not doing another one of these. I have another pattern, and I'm not going to show you what it is, but I have another pattern that I'm probably not going to cut because I'm not liking this at all. Oh, that ain't bad. Oh, aren't you just a sneaky little devil there, Wichita? Okay, I wonder which was which. Aren't you just a sneaky little one? Okay. Well, it kind of doesn't. But you know what? I don't care. I'm going to keep going. It goes in backwards. Okay. It goes in. Okay, so that's a yes, actually. That's a yes. It does fit both sides. Well, aren't you? Works out to 11 pounds. Yeah, I wish it was only $11. That would be nice. That did work out, Wichita. It did fit both ways. Isn't that something? I would have never thought to do that. Sure is nice to have somebody with a decent amount of experience watching me stumble through all this. I need to hit mute. I'm muting you so I can suck up some of this stuff with the vacuum after I plug it in. Who would have thought? It requires power. Well, fine. All right. Now I'm going to mute you. One moment. One moment, please. I'm back. I found a new 4.0 spin saw in my garage. Can't even remember why I bought it. I'd have to see a picture of it because I don't know what a spin saw is. And you do have the option to go to my about page and send me an email with a picture of it. You know, that's funny you say that, Carrie Joe, because over the last 15 years, I bought all kinds of saws because I wanted to use it for one or two different things. And then they sat in storage forever. And then I started woodworking and I'm like, oh, I have one of those. Oh, I have one of those. And most of them I got at garage sales, though. This saw here that I'm using, I had to purchase just for this purpose because, okay. Yeah, I just would need to see a picture of it. I mean, even a roto zip, I don't even know what that is, Wichita. A lot of times I don't, is that a name brand? And that's what they call all of them? Kind of like a skill saw. People call the hand saw a skill saw, but even though it's not a skill. What kind of crafts do you do? Is it on your channel? I haven't looked in a while. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Okay, I gotta get back at this. Oh, I haven't decided on what blade I wanted to use. Right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna live dangerously. Oh, and also, Carrie, I only really check emails in the morning. So if you don't hear from me and, like tonight, don't fret because I'm trying to schedule things out for myself. No fear. Just trying a blade I haven't tried. A size I haven't tried. Because the logic in my brain says this might work better. Really hate it when I get logical on stuff. All right. We're going in. Oof. Got some serious dust going on here. I'm wearing all black. It's not black anymore. Kind of has this color to it. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm reading the chat. Sorry. I'm going to tell you something, Carrie Joe. I learned on the fly. I thought I was not capable of a lot of things. And I don't know if you saw the one video from 3 years ago when I built the deck on my off-grid place. I had no idea what I was doing, but then I discovered a carpenter square. And it's the first time ever in my life that I built something square. And that deck turned out beautiful. That definitely gave me a boost in confidence on woodworking after that. I built a couple of chicken coops. I build everything now that, if I need something, I just make it. I think the reality is fear. Don't let fear stop you from trying. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake. Just keep going. Oh, this is taking forever. It's funny. I'm noticing it now because I'm on a live stream. If I was just doing this without being live, I'd be in the zone. I'd be thinking about all kinds of stuff, not really focusing on the cutting. And how slow or how fast it is. Oh my. Thanks, Roland. I appreciate that very much. I am not liking this. Doesn't even want to come out. All right, fine. Do it my way. Okay. I just keep going and going. This blade, that blade, the other blade. What kind of blade are we going to use today? Oh, I'm not worried about it, Michelle. I'm just a teeny bit aggravated. That's all. And it really is not a bad thing. It's all part of the learning. Um, I'm just wondering. I gotta check something. Where is my square? I'm gonna check something here. Of course, I don't know where it is. There you are, Jessica. I asked Roland to remind you that I'm here. You know, I had it here somewhere. Oh, it's way over there. Hate it when it happens. So I'm going to go to plan B. Plan B is I'm just going to grab something and see how it measures. It is there. Okay. I just wanted to double check that my arm was parallel to the table, and it is. You know, I should do my lives on a different day. You're always shopping on Saturdays. Just for you. I'm not sure what to think about this. I'm pretty certain that this wood is a problem. Hmm. Darn. This is not. It's a huge difference from last week. That's for sure. I need to see something here. Hmm. Right. Okay. Okay. Hi, ladies. Am I keeping you up? I'm really sorry about that. I don't know what to do about this because no matter what I use, I am struggling. The blade is struggling to cut. So woe begons the challenges that I face. All right. Excuse me. All right. Let's go with this again. Oops. Need my grannies on. Grannies on. Check. Yeah, it's just a little frustrating, Jessica. I again, I'm using scrap wood. I have no idea what it is, and that's not necessarily a good idea. Now, the live stream I did last week, the cutting was so much easier, and I know it's the wood. There's no doubt in my mind it's the wood, but I kind of like to learn on wood that I didn't buy. So if I mess it up, yeah, but the thing is, I have such a variety of wood textures. Yeah, scrap doesn't necessarily mean texture. It's whether it's hardwood or not, or softwood. Uh, it all changes the dynamics of the cutting. I think last week I definitely had pine. I don't know what this is, but when you look at it, it's got a lot of grain in it. I mean, a lot. So whatever it is, I don't know. Hi, RB. It's nice, RB. You can take a nap now, and I won't know it. You don't have to stay awake because it's not your live stream. I get such a kick out of that. You get so tired some nights. I don't know how you do it. Okay. I got distracted. Sorry. Oh, I'm all right with it, RB. You know what? You gotta sleep. You gotta sleep. I said earlier on, do life. YouTube is not a priority. And the only reason I'm doing a lot of what I'm doing is I'm enjoying it. I don't think I enjoyed YouTube as much early on as I am this past year. Switch hands. Do, 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 do. Thank you, Carrie Joe. I appreciate it, hon. Yeah, I'm going a little offline. Don't tell anybody. Switch hands. Don't tell anybody. It'll be our little secret. Where am I at? Okay. Switching hands. This is the part that gets a little tricky. What we got here? Yes, it's going to be a lamppost, Jessica. And here's the little candle that I made when I first started that will go in the center. I did that little piece first because I didn't want to do it if I got tired working with such a small piece of wood. The scroll saw is a very forgiving hobby. If I were to show you the exact way that my video today, the pattern versus how I actually cut it, you'd never know. It's not my idea, Jessica. I got the pattern off of Pinterest, which led me to a site where I got the pattern for free. Um, and I will include that information of who the creator of the pattern was in the description later on. This wood is actually not bad for these small turns and stuff. It's the long straight cuts that are brutal. Now I seem to be locked into a spot that doesn't want to cut at all. Oh, I know why. Okay. Um, I was just showing the piece that I cut out. This is the kind of grain I got going on. There's just a lot. But the end grain on this, I don't know if you can see it all right, but I will show you the piece. I have no idea what I got going on here. I'm about ready to swap blades, so I can probably show you when I do that. Okay, I need a moment. Wichita, that's the piece I cut this off of. It's the matching piece to the end where I'm at. I don't know how well you can see that. Let me check something here. That's what I got going on. So where I'm at right here, this is what I cut off from that end. There you go, my friend. We still got sound? Looks like we do. I have no idea how long my microphone's going to work for. I'm going to get me out of large mode here. All right. Oh, it probably is old. It kind of smells like it would be pine or fir, but I'm definitely going to look into um, using a better wood for some of these things because this is not worth it to me. I'm committed to this right now, which is fine, but it's not worth the how difficult. I mean, I feel like I could take a nap on some of these stretches. It's so difficult to get through. I'm not complaining. My first thought was pine, but I mean, I do know what pine smells like. It's just not that strong of an odor. Okay, let me sniff. Can't tell. My nose is all dusty. Oops. I hit the pedal. Sniff. 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 That's what happens when you hit the pedal and you're not paying attention. Okay. The piece of wood flops all over the place. Yeah, it's not funny, Wichita. You know how many times I've done that early on? I forget and let go before I take my foot off the pedal. Oh my God. That was a learning curve at first. Yeah, RB, you just go back to sleep over there, buddy. So what does it smell like? I bet you had a good sniff. Yeah, Roland was here as well. He's off to the gym. So if I'm still running, he might. If I'm still here when he gets back, he might pop back in. Well, thank you, Jessica. I kind of thought it smelled like dirty socks, but you know, I do know that if this turns out okay when I'm done, it will always have been worth it. So after trying all the blades that I wanted to try, which I am back on the number one puller. Which I'll break out a new one for the other side if this doesn't break before then. I am certainly going to have to take a break after this one before I go to the other side. Oh, that's the other thing. When I'm cutting, I'm usually listening to music. That's probably why I'm all focused on this. Come on, don't make me change the blade yet. Come on. You can do it. Oh, a lot of different stuff, Wichita. Right now, I have Queen, Kansas, AC/DC on my phone, and I'm starting to get sick of that. So I'll put something else on my phone. I have I like a whole variety. Yes, Creedence Clearwater Revival. Yes. Um, I like Sticks. I like all the stuff from the 70s and 80s. Actually, Michelle and I were talking about that the other day. And then there's some things that I like. It's not necessarily the group, just the song. So when I'm doing housework, which I absolutely love, not, I'll listen to Michael Jackson because that gets my body moving. My body moves to his music. And it does not move like his does. Oh, Nazareth. Yes. There's so many. I'm not big on knowing names or names of songs or the artists, but I know a song when I like it. When I hear it, I like it. I'm getting better at that now as I'm getting older, but and then I like some of the older stuff, the earlier. Um, I do like classical. I do like the old 50s and 60s. I do like some country. I guess it all depends. A lot of times people, when they like a group, they're like addicted to every song they ever made. Um, I like Aerosmith, but I like the older stuff. I don't like their newer stuff. Uh, Kind of along those lines. I like some blues. I guess it all depends. Oh, this is just a marathon. Whew, I'm going. I'm good. I got this. I guess I could listen to music while I'm doing this live stream. You guys wouldn't hear it, but I'd probably be a lot happier. I made a mixtape once with Metallica. Oh, I like Metallica. Not all of it, but I do like a lot of it. And Barry Manilow. Yeah, see, I like his stuff too. I like everything. There's really not much I'm not into rap. Um, yeah, they're recycling it all right. Oh, we're in the home stretch. We are. We are. I think for me, a lot of the older music, I know, 60s, 60s, 70s, 80s, they really had a message in their lyrics. I think that's why a lot of it had meaning for me. I enjoyed it so much. Um, who is it? I'm so bad with the names of the artists. It's right on the tip of my tongue. When I think of it, I'll say it. I'll just blurt it out. David Bowie. There's several songs of his that I really, really like. John Lennon. There's a lot of his stuff that I like, and the Beatles. But I personally think John Lennon took it to a whole new level. Oh, we're getting there. Yeah, usually what I do is I go on YouTube and I download the MP3 of an album, and there's a lot of websites that'll do that for you. And I'm not I don't feel bad because I'm not selling it. I'm not distributing it. It's just for my personal use. Normally, I don't like doing that. If I want something, or I'll buy it. But who buys it anymore? It's all on. It's all digital now. Oh, this blade is dull. It's got to be dull. Do I did dum did do. There she was, just a walking the street singing do. Okay, I'm done. Uh oh. Please hold. I wonder if that's better lighting for you guys. Nope. Be right back. Yes, ladies, it's bedtime, but you know what? Your light's going back on. You're staying up late tonight. Isn't that great? Mama's going to let you stay up late. I know. You're so privileged. It's the weekend. You can stay up late on the weekends. Yeah, you're right, Michelle. Okay. I still have to work on um camera and all that and lighting. I definitely have to work on that. I'm back. So close to the end of this side. Oh, come on, you can do it. Yeah. I definitely am not going to do the second pattern tonight, guys. There is no way I'm doing this twice. And you really can't force the blade to cut any faster than it's going to cut without breaking it. Although at this point, I think this blade is extremely dull, but you know, I really don't want to put one in right now for the last half an inch of cutting. Unless it breaks, and then I have no choice. I think I'm going to stick this piece of wood, a piece of the scrap, in a known location for me so I can say, don't use this anymore. If it looks like this, don't use it. But actually, if it was thinner, it would cut nicely because on the parts that I did up top that had the waste taken out of it, it did cut very nicely. Okay. Goodness sakes. I got to do that one more time on this side. Yikes. But I don't know if this is even going to come out. It's been such a nightmare. Might not even come out. I don't care. Oh, there's a lot of sawdust in there. Wow. I don't think that's going to come out, and it's supposed to. I don't care. I'm going to cut the other side, and I don't care. Even though this won't slide out, I know I can get it out after I cut this side because I can just break these pieces off. I learned that last week. When you can't get it out, just break it. Where is the tight part? I don't want to break it. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, there we go. Okay, so not done. I still got to cut the other side. And without all the sawdust in there, it definitely came out a lot easier and went back in nicely too. All right. I get to use my tape again. Lucky me. There's so much sawdust, I don't think this tape is going to stick. Hmm. I tell you, the best part is the second side. And I put the tape on to keep that where it needs to be so it doesn't shift while I'm cutting this side. And we do need a new blade. There's no doubt about that. And I need a break. So I went back to the #1 puller blade, Wichita. That did get me through the outside cut. I do realize that I have garbage wood that I'm working with. So I'm really going to have to rethink what I'm using for 3D, especially. The other projects that I do for my videos, um, the only junk wood that I'm having a hard time with or have had a hard time with is plywood because it chips and splinters and all kinds of stuff. I don't want to lose this little candlestick here. So, yeah, excuse me. Oh, maybe I should put one of those intermission things in my live stream where it shows a 3-minute intermission and it shows you going to get popcorn like to do at the movies. Oh, I like that idea. I should do that. I think that's a fine idea. Intermission, you can now use the bathroom, go get some snacks. But you know what? The only difference, oh, you lost video? Well, yeah, that's because I don't have it up. I'm taking a break, Wichita, because this has been a very difficult cut for me. And I noticed today that I woke up with an extremely sore elbow from yesterday's cut on that horse because I did too much. Okay. Yeah, I think my editing software has that in it, Jessica. I think I have that in there. But oh my god, everything's got a layer of dust on it. Good lord. So I don't know if you heard me, Wichita. I did go back to the number one polar blade, and that worked per se as good as it could work on this wood. And I was able to get through almost the whole thing before it got super dull at the end. Oh, I gotta stand up for a moment, my friends. Oh, hi, ladies. Maybe next time I do a live, you guys can be on camera or not. I know you're camera shy. Mm. What time is it? Oh my gosh, I've already been doing this for 2 hours. This is how, oh, lordy lord. Oh, I gotta get moving on this. I know it doesn't matter, but I would like to see the finished product. Peekaboo. Let's get to it. Stretch it out. Stretch what out? Last time I stretched out my body, I pulled a muscle. We ain't doing that twice. Okay, maybe I should start from this side and go the other way. All right. It does not matter. Back at it, folks. Maybe the grain on this side will cut better. I can only hope. What are you trying to say? Oh, we're doing this kind of stuff, Wichita? I never thought to do that, to look at that. Okay. Well, I had a car today. Had I known that earlier, I could have gone to see if they had any. Right now, I don't have a vehicle. My nephew lets me use his vehicle once in a while. But honestly, I spent enough money today. I didn't need to spend any more. I'm going to actually see if I can get a ride up there. And oh, okay. Yeah, those wands. I went to that website. And I really like what they got there. But I also realized I can make my own pattern. It's really not that difficult because this side's identical to this side. It's just a matter of making the design. I do draw, not well, but I do a lot of drawing. Um, the original name I wanted to name, well, it will be a business name, but it will be Woodworking Originals, which is the whole point is to do original things. But it gets a little, uh, I'm more of a freestyle artist than this kind of stuff that's very exact. And the pattern that I did want to do tonight, um, I showed you the dolphin last week. I had also done candlestick holders. I just remembered. I don't even know where they are on the bandsaw. But I felt that those would be better done on the bandsaw anyway because there's no inside cuts. I mean, it seems, and there's no intricate, although I could make them that way. But again, the bandsaw has its downside because you have a lot of sanding to do afterwards. Make sure I'm lined up in there. Nothing shifted. Okay. Gotta admit, this is my favorite part on this piece. Oh yeah, stay on the line, Amy. You can do it. Just making sure my piece is in where it needs to be. Carrie Joe, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you being here and letting me run for a while. This took way longer than it should have, and it was because of the type of wood I had. So stop by tomorrow and catch the last 10 minutes, and I'll show you. You'll see the piece finished. And don't forget to email me a picture of that saw. Perfect. Thank you so much for being here, hon. Overshot the mark. Darn it. Okay, calm down here. I guess I have to thank y'all for sticking with me for this long. Oh my lord. I'm definitely going to do this again, probably for a video with the appropriate wood. See, when I make a turn like that, the blade actually kind of bends and twists, and I stop for just a second so it catches up and it turns the corner for me. I used to try to force it thinking it's going to follow, and I realized that if I'm patient, I just need to give it a second or two for the blade to straighten back up again. Really strange how these little things that you don't think about make a difference. My biggest fear when I started scrolling was turning these corners. I was scared to death to do it. I almost want to put a new blade in right now. Oh yeah, this is loose. That's why. Oh, big difference. Blade might already be dull though. Definitely cutting better. Okay. It's stretched a bit. The next phase is breaking. It does turn. It doesn't necessarily. It's flexible, and the teeth. If you hold still for a second, and when you make a sharp turn, the teeth catch up, and you just cut through the wood because there's pressure on the wood. Now, I understand it in my head. I don't know if I explained it right, but I jumped because I hit the arm here. Scares the crap out of me every time. But in what? How long has it been? In almost 2.5 hours time. I only did that once. Last week I did it about 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And that doesn't hurt, it just scares me. Boy, I hope this turns out okay. These being such fine. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Oh, we're finally on the home stretch. Almost. Don't forget to like this, guys. Even if you don't like it, like it. Oh, come on. Oh, I gotta do something here. Nah, I don't want to use that. I'm just doing that to hold the side that I cut because it's starting to vibrate a lot. And I don't have to hold this as tight. My little helping hands, extra sticky fingers. You better turn out good. That's all I can say. We're going way off here. Thank God for sandpaper is all I can say. Well, that's what I'm hoping, Jessica. Come on, Blade, don't fail me now. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't think I got this much of a workout in a long time. Dagon Hills. Good to see you, my friend. Your timing is impeccable. I'm at the very end of this project that was a marathon run. I'm really, because I'm using scrap wood and the wood has been not pleasant to cut. So believe it or not, I had 2 pieces to cut today, 2 different patterns, and I'm still working on the first one. And this is the end of the cutting. Yay. Oh, come on. Yeah. 2.5 hours, Dagon. Well, I would say 2 hours. I did mess around and not work at all for at least, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe. Okay. Oh. Oh. I think my arms are gonna be hating me tomorrow. Ah, see what we got, folks. We got plenty of sawdust. Why is it? Okay. There's a piece of scrap, although it could be used for something. Okay, I see what happened. So my cuts are a little off because of the blade. All is not lost. There's that one. Oh. I'll show you the good side. This definitely um, is a direct result of having garbage wood. Dulled the blades, but this is the end result. Then this, let's see if I can get it in there to sit in there. Goes on the inside with a little bit of glue. Hey, I can't do it. Anywho, so this is it. Now, those edges that I was off on, I actually lost most of it. If you look at it, I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. I understood that this was not going to be a good cut to begin with, but it actually turned out way better than I thought it would. Wow. Okay. Now I'm wanting to do those wands. Yes. Oh, this is where you can see it. You see the real super thin part there? That's a direct result of the wood being brittle and me not doing the cuts quite right. But I'm okay with that. It's all about the learning curve. Wow. That really is something, to be honest with you. I really want my candle in there. Okay, if I hold it like that, nah, can't get a good view on that. So what do you think? Rustic. That's one way of saying it. It's already if it were metal, it's already pre-rusted. Do you see how it's all chewed up? I actually could fix that. But I'm not going to because that's all part of what I'm doing and why is learning. Oh my goodness. Y'all stuck it out with me. Hooray. I think it could have been a whole lot worse. Oh, oh, the body hurts. Mm. Yeah, this is definitely not going to happen twice. Mm. Wichita, thank you very much. At least my frustration was not in the blades. It was definitely the wood. There's just no way I could have done a second pattern like that. That's not worth it. Um, this wood's going in the bird pile. This is not worth it to me to even utilize it for anything. Well, I might be able to use it for something, but not scrolling. Not the not the 3D scrolling. Yeah, okay, Dagon. I'll get right on that. Absolutely. What's going on here? I guess I could make a life-size one. I could make one that's probably oh, tabletop. Add a real light to it, but that would have to be done on the bandsaw and a jigsaw to cut out the interiors. It can be done though. You guys are the maybe with a chainsaw. I was tempted to get the chainsaw out for this right now. It was cutting. It would. Oh, this was not a pleasure at all. But the reason I'm doing this stuff to begin with is to show what the reality is. The consequences of using old wood, the consequences of not using the right blades, whatever the story is. You know, a lot of the videos I've seen on YouTube, I only see the glory, you know, I only see the wonderful stuff. So I don't know if, I don't know, at 62 years old and I'm just learning a new hobby, I'm happy. I'm really happy that it's going as well as it is. They edited out the screaming. Yeah, I think this here was the first unenjoyable cutting I've done. I have to be honest. Um, if I was not live, I would have ditched this on the center cutouts. I would not have finished it. There's just no way. There was something clearly wrong right from the start. Other than the candle worked out great. That cut beautifully. So, oh, and I'm being completely honest. I definitely would have stopped when I was cutting these out. I would not have finished. Not a chance. Oh, I'm glad I did too, Jessica, because I really, um, seeing it like this, even though it's a mess, I definitely want to get the right wood and do this again. And I might do another live with this so that, you can see how easy or, well, how smoothly it should go. That's true. That is very true, Michelle. Maybe I'll torch it and make a live torch out of it. Nah, I might save it just for the fact that it is a learning piece. Those pieces that came off of here is definitely because the wood is brittle and old. I noticed that there were several pieces coming off on the last cut. And I'm glad I'm doing this on Saturday nights, a weekend night, because I know a lot of people work. Can I make a little rocking chair? Well, I don't want to get into making mini furniture, and I'd have to look to see if there's a pattern for that. But to be honest, I don't want to make a chair. I kind of like, I don't know if you saw my video today. That's the kind of stuff I like to make. So even this lamp post is not my style of cutting. Um, Wichita mentioned earlier, he makes wands. That's my style. That's something I'd like to make. I'll correct that last part and how not to do it next time. You're right, Jessica. And again, that's why I'm doing the channel this way. It's just the reality of scroll sawing. I mean, the videos early on, I showed a lot of mistakes that I came across, a lot of things that happen, and when they happen, I show it. Yes, I speed up the whole thing, but if it's going well, there's no point in having a slow 2-hour video. That's why I like doing the live streams. I think I'm going to do something much simpler next week. A nice live on a nice pattern with a nice piece of wood. I think so. We'll see. I do want to make a base for today's project video. You call them wick stick. Witch stick. Well, okay, Michelle, you get right on that, hon. No, really. You get right on that. Which sticks? I'll wait right here. Go live. I want to see it happen. Yeah, that would be cool. There are patterns that I've seen for guitars. Oh, are you snoozy? I do appreciate you hanging out, Michelle. Very muchly. I'm just wondering if I can move. Oh, not happening. But why not? I've fallen asleep before. I think the nice thing about live streams is yes, the nice thing about live streams is you can watch them, make a comment here and there, pass out, wake up going, "Oh, it's still going." Make another comment like you've been watching it the whole time. But if you're up on a panel, that doesn't work so well. Last week, I was on Jessica's live stream on the panel, and gosh, it's been 2 or 3 years since I've done that, and I laugh about it now, but I was very annoyed that I couldn't remember how to do half the crap just to get so I could hear them, they could hear me, get my avatar up so that when I do this, I have my avatar there and not some random little ghost dude. Yeah, I know. I've seen people sleeping on panels too. I don't know, Digon. That's just not my thing. What's the point of being up on the panel if you're not going to communicate and participate? Oh, I'm just going to hang for a little bit longer. Might as well go for the 3 hour mark because what the heck? This was a marathon for this little piece of history. There we go. Little piece of history is what that is. There's several things I can see. The wood shifted on the second half. I can see that. Yeah, this is going to be nice for me to look at this and really study it. Um, so anyway, yes, Jessica, I did enjoy being up on the panel. It has been forever. It was a treat. Um, I'm not wanting to do that all the time, only because once I'm up there, I end up staying there. And your live streams are long, so um, I just can't sit for that long. This place is a total mess. Goodness sakes. Wow. Well, I thank you very much, hon. I do appreciate it. I've been trying to get Michelle to do a live stream with me, but I can't even get her to do FaceTime with me, let alone a live stream. I don't like FaceTime though, because I don't like how the cameras look. Oh, but nothing, Michelle. Um, I don't like the way the cameras look on FaceTiming. I think it's much more realistic and lighting's better if you're in a format like StreamYard. Oh, Jessica, I know that. I was I liked being up on the panel though. That's the thing. It really is so enjoyable to hang out with people and converse, especially ones that I haven't seen in so long. And I mean, I've seen you in the chat, but I haven't been up on a panel and actually speaking. It's different when you're talking to somebody in person. But yeah. Oh, that's a weird looking fly. Oh, he got dust on him. There's a fly walking around. There's all this dust on his back. Well, yes, it would be, but Michelle has a family, and dedicating any amount of time to something like this is just not feasible. Um, and that's kind of like my rule: family first. And I'd hate to get set up in a live stream and be on a roll and have to bail. Um, it's just one of those things. I understand where she's at though. So, but we were considering doing and we may do in the future a recording similar to StreamYard. That can be done because then it can be edited. You can edit stuff out and make it a smooth video, like an interview or whatever the topic that we would talk about. But it probably wouldn't be on this channel though, because me and Michelle on this channel talking about anything woodworking, I'd put her to sleep. So it would have to be off that topic. Oh, oh, you're fine, Michelle. It's never an issue. It's just something you and I have thrown out there once in a while, but it's just not. I don't know. If it's meant to be, it's going to be. That's the way I look at it. It's not some thing that I want to do. I really, 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 really want to do it now. That's not it. I just think you and I have uh, it'd be spiritual stuff. We have a spiritual connection. And then we have this ability to laugh at ourselves a lot, a whole lot. Well, you're finally going to bed, huh, ladies? Let me see if I can get you a picture of them. Please hold. The girls are waiting for me to put them to bed. They're like ready. Look at the one in front sleeping. I woke you up. I'm sorry. Those girls, the hens, when I'm out here with the machine running and the shop vac, and I got everything running out here, they come from wherever they're at and they're up on that perch and they're watching me the whole time. I thought they would be afraid of all the noise, but I guess they like it. Who would have thought? What do I got going here? It is a total mess. The kind of mess that I'm going to deal with tomorrow. Not today. Um, Thank you very much. And hit the like button. I got to say all these little neat things. And leave a comment on your way out. Um, Comments on the video itself afterwards. That's what kind of counts in a live stream. I'm trying to remember to do that on other people's live streams because that's what YouTube wants to see is those comments. The chat is wonderful, but it doesn't give us much as far as uh, algorithm love. I can't thank y'all enough for being here. I just had to like my own video. Who'da thunk? Take care, Jessica. Thank you very much. I am going to bounce as well because I'm tired. Hopefully, I can move. Dagon, thanks for popping in. I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your weekend. As much as I'd love to stay on longer and entertain the masses, I am very tired. That was a workout. I don't know who else is here. There's 10 people here. I'd like to thank y'all for being here. I know a lot of people don't want to chit chat, which is fine. I understand. Please hit the like button. Maybe leave me a comment later if you'd like. And on that happy note, I'm bouncing. Take care. God bless. Be safe. Bye bye.